So there you heard from the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau once again reiterating the allegations against India. But there are two crucial things to note here. One is that once again there is no credible proof or evidence that has been put to substantiate these allegations. And the second is to understand at a time when these allegations are being made, what really has been happening on Canadian soil over the last few years. And let's break down these details. This is as part of a 2018 public report on terror threat, which essentially raises the question that was Canada intentionally turning a blind eye? The report says some continue to support Sikh Khalistan extremist ideologies. The report also further goes on to say some individuals support Sikh Khalistan movement, raising questions, as I pointed out, that was this a deliberate move by the administration of Canada to turn a blind eye and to try and get and cater to the vote bank. The report further also says, if you take some examples, the 1985 Air India bombing, as we all know, is one of the deadliest plots that had been launched in Canada. Why was there no stringent action taken? In Canada, there are two Sikh organizations that remain listed as terror entities. What is the action that the Canadian authorities have taken against these entities if this information continues to be available in the public domain? The report also says Babbar Khalsa and International Sikh Youth Federation have been associated with terror. So what is the action that the Justin Trudeau administration or previous administrations that have taken against what has been happening on their own soil? Let's also now bring in our colleague Siddhant, who in fact has been keeping a very close eye on all these developments. Siddhant, that's the crucial question, right? You have Justin Trudeau come out, reiterate the allegations against India, no credible proof or evidence that is put out. But parallelly, look at the kind of developments that continue to come out of what's been happening on Canadian soil. The larger question is now, what is the action that the Canadian authorities or establishment has taken to ensure that these extremist elements don't have a free run on their own soil?
No, nothing has been done by them. And perhaps, in fact, yesterday, MEA spokesperson Arindam Bagchi did mention that there is a dossier of more than 20 such individuals which was handed over to Canada, and Canada was asked to act against these individuals and the groups they belong to. Also, out of those 20, almost 8 to 10 criminals carry red corner notices, Interpol red corner notices. Despite that, Canada did not act against these groups. Now, what we are bringing for our viewers today is a report, is perhaps an intel report which was made public in the year 2018, which mentioned this is a Canadian intel report which talks about the rise of groups like Babbar Khalsa, and also accepts that it was Khalistani groups which were involved in 1985 Air India bombing, and then there were series of bomb blasts from 1982 to 1992 which were undertaken by these groups, people belonging to this ideology. So it was very much clear, and perhaps for the first time that Canadian intelligence agencies accepted that this particular ideology is a threat to the Canadian soil. But you know what happened? Instead of acting against these groups, instead of taking action against these groups, Mr. Trudeau got his intel agency to remove this paragraph from the report. And when next year the another report for 2019 was tabled, in that report this particular paragraph was removed, just for the vote bank politics, just for the appeasement politics. So, the background, the history of Justin Trudeau is questionable when it comes to acting against these groups. And today he's making these false accusations against the government of India. He is making these false statements against the government of India, saying that Indian diplomat was involved in the killing of Hardeep Singh Nijjar. So on one end, your government is accepting that they are the terror groups. The ideology is the ideology is a threat to the Canadian soil. First, you got it changed, you got
Correct.
it removed, and now you are siding with them and making allegations on a country like India. So his own track record needs to be questioned. He needs to be questioned on this particular report, that why did his government remove that paragraph in 2019, which was mentioned in the report in 2018.
Okay.